Alright, welcome back to The Rising of the Shield Hero Anime Review, Episode 36. With this one discussing Episode 56 of the series, Leaving Port. Also with this very episode, we are pretty much halfway through Season 4. This episode covers chapters 11 to 13 of Book 11 13 of Book 13. And can you believe we are 6 episodes in and we're still covering one book? You're like, wow, that's quite something. Oh yeah, definitely. Excuse me. So, basically, in this particular episode, well, pretty much here's what happens. So, we start off with Atla and Fall basically giving food to their uncle. They don't know he's their uncle because it's revealed in this episode that he is, in fact, their mother was his sister. They, of course, don't know that, so that technically means the queen who they're talking to is, in fact, the kid's aunt. And Melty is their cousin. And the evil woman is also their cousin too. So, despite that, they go home and pick people to go with them. Of course, Naofumi, Raphtalia, the dragon, Sadia. They even bring along the blacksmith too. Alta, Fall go too. Itsuki goes as well. Ren stays behind to keep an eye on the village. The Spear Hero briefly appears in the episode. We mentioned, oh yeah, there was these explosion craters. Yeah, it shouldn't flashback this actually was the Spear Hero being an idiot. Well, kind of, while eliminating assassins. Oh, and the blacksmith, the one who's been there since the first episode of the series, it's revealed he actually knows who actually made the weapon that Cutes-in-Law sent to kill Raphtalia. You see, they were made by his master. This is what we've seen in a couple scenes of Quinton-La where you see, like, we have this evil woman talking to the Emperor's like, oh yeah, kill the false Emperor. I'm like, Raphtalia has no business. She has no desire to become the Emperor. She had no idea the country existed until you attacked her for no reason. So then, of course, they have some beef jerky on board, and then, of course, they decide to fly out. Well, they go on the ship, where apparently they put like a lantern on this big wooden ship, and we do see the interior. It's like basically the wooden ships of the golden age of piracy, and apparently they have to use this lantern to move around because if not, they'll basically run into whirlpools. Yes, whirlpools. Then, on the way there, they're attacked by one of Cutes-in-Law's ships, which, of course, they basically repel the invaders no problem. Of course, they keep coming around Raphtalia, the false emperor, despite the fact she's not the emperor. So, then, as limited, all of a sudden, this water tornado comes out of nowhere, basically almost like a cyclone, where then Naofumi, Raphtalia, Silda, and the dragon fall right in. And they end up kind of inside Quinton-La, where basically they're going in circles. They revealed this because of Ralphie, of course. Yeah, and basically they mentioned about this water dragon. Yep, the water dragon. So then, of course, they're formed by the water dragon. Now, those of you curious about the dragon himself, yeah, remember quickly, the dragon speaks this episode, which I found that to be interesting. Which, this is actually the first time I ever heard of that the dragon speaks. They're informed basically about the dragon, of course. Trying to find the name of the dragon here. Gillian. Yeah, and he actually speaks in the episode, voiced by Jackie Estrada. I'm like, that name seems familiar. I'm like, wasn't this person also the voice of Futa from Undead Unluck? I think so, yes. Kind of interesting to hear the voice. So, basically, the water dragon, apparently there's this pacifier ability, and there's new weapons to supplant. Ability of this barrier. So, pretty much in a way, you can think of this episode as a setup for this arc. Kind of in a way, that's kind of what it is. So, but overall, fantastic episode. Loved it. And I can't wait for the next episode, which will air next week. So I'm going to basically do my anime reviews tomorrow. But next up, I'm going to do a comic corner. Okay, next up, bye.